What is up, guys? Welcome to Big and Bass Fishing. Here, not on the water today, as you can obviously see. So we're going to be talking about in today's video, which I'm excited about, some of the lures I'm using as the end of fall, early winter starts kicking off. It is cold here in Tennessee right now. We just had a cold front. It got to as low as I think about 5 degrees at night, 8 degrees or so, and during the day over the weekend. The high was like 15, 18 degrees, so it got pretty cold. So we're gonna start talking about those lures that we're gonna have to finesse and slow down and catch these bass. I'm excited. I'm gonna share with you a couple lures I've been using. I don't like to throw a crazy ton of things, but I'm gonna roll some footage in a little bit and talk about my favorite lures. So for lure number one, I like to throw where I caught my PB on is the football jig. So with the football jig, it is the Strike King half-ounce football jig, black and blue with the black and blue craw. I didn't throw this a bunch before, but I have a lot of friends that fish, some competitively, some just for fun, and they told me they swore by these football jigs. Which obviously is a very common jig, especially for the wintertime, fall, winter, when you want to finesse a little more, throw around structure, throw around flats, where you know the bass are piling up. And this one's a weedless, so you can throw it a little more aggressively, but the black and blue craw is fun to throw. Like I said, Old Hickory is a little murky right now. In some of the deeper parts, but you can find those more shallow parts, those flats, maybe 5 to 7 feet where you can pretty much see the bottom. You can still throw this. I would throw it more deep for this black and blue color, but you also have the green pumpkin, both again a half-ounce football jig, and then you got the 4-inch craw, same thing as the black and blue I just showed you. So these are my favorite, two favorite colors to throw. I've hooked a couple big ones on this. Sadly, I made an error and missed a couple 3-4 pounders with this green pumpkin. But the football jig, man, you can't go wrong. The way I throw the football jig, so on the black and blue, the one that my PB I caught on, which I'll roll the clip in a second, but I threw it about 15 to 17 feet. There was a lot of structure under this bridge. There was almost like a ball of sticks or something. And it was the ball of sticks, it was like the bridge pylons. And I threw it right down the middle. I thought it was even a bad cast. And once I threw it, I just let it sit for about 5 to 10 seconds and slowly reeled. And in the video you'll see in a second, I reeled and I wanted to adjust my net. And so I feel like at that last pylon is where the bass was, and he was just sitting there. And when I went to adjust my net, you can see in the video too, you kind of see it like flutter, and I didn't feel anything at the time. I didn't feel any tension, I didn't feel it run or anything. And then once I went and fixed my net and I just slowly reeled, then that's when I felt the tension. I almost think he's just sitting there with it in his mouth, but she choked it. And so then once I reeled up, that sucker was over a 3-pounder, which for me, that was my PB. So I was all excited. And that's what I caught. I caught that, my PB on this black and blue Strike King football jig, half-ounce. And you saw in the video, and I'll roll the clip and voice over that. But, that was a good fish, my best fish. It was long. It was 3 pounds, 3 ounces. I should have measured it. I need to get those on my boat. I need to get the little sticker that has like the ruler so I can just like quickly measure the length of them. But that girl was long. So right now, slowing down, definitely football jig. Like I said, I don't like to throw a crazy ton of different lures. I like to keep it pretty simple. I don't like to retie a lot. I only have 2 rods. I'm about to get a third. But But yeah, so the football jig is something you can really finesse, you can slow down with. Again, a fall, winter, more of a fall, winter lure. But it's fun. I mean, I like to throw buzz baits in the summer. That was my go-to. I caught a ton of fish on buzz baits. Of course, the Texas rig, which is just a 4-inch craw, usually green pumpkin. But yeah, I found some success like towards the back. If you're looking at those pinch points by those bridges, or maybe there's not a bridge, there's just a pinch point, and then there's that more shallow part that you go back into the back of those creeks. I found a really good pocket where I found some bass feeding, especially as it's cold and then you get those warmer days, the sun's out, and then the bass kind of come out of those deeper parts and come a little more shallow and feed on those bait balls. And that's where we're going to lead into our second lure, which is the Ned rig. So this one, I have this Ned rig. It's actually right here. Oh, never mind, I put it away. But this Ned rig, it's a size 2 hook, weedless, with the green pumpkin weight. Okay, and then this is the Gobby Bite. I think it's a 3-inch. It's right here. It's the Z-Man. Let's see, the Z-Man. Yeah, finesse Gobby Bite. Right here. I've been using this a ton in my last fishing trip, and I'll show you. I caught about 5 fish. One decent bass, about 2 pounds, and then all the other ones were pretty small, but still fun to catch. A couple of them were babies, like extreme babies. But this is the Ned rig. Right now, Gobby Bite, you got the green pumpkin side with those kind of goldish purple, almost Laker color sparkle specks. And then you got that white side. And then I haven't thrown this weedless one yet, but I'll show you the one that's on my fishing pole right now. But man, I was having fun with this. It's the first time I really got into throwing a Ned rig. But the way I was working the Ned rig is I found this really good kind of flat on one side, and then the flat went down and dropped, and it was rock and sand, so it was really easy just to finesse with the Ned rig, and I was able to really work just kind of like that drop off, and it kind of paneled in and then paneled down from 2 to 3 feet on both sides, and then it was rock and sand, and it just went down to about 5 to 9 feet ish, and it was just a whole flat, almost just like a channel going to his back bridge, which I'll also show you. I'll roll those clips as well. And I found them. I was looking at I'll show you in the video. There was these boils. You saw them. They were feeding. They were chasing bait fish or something. And I was like, oh dang! So I saw them from my corner of my eye, and I was casting it one way. I completely turned and cast. Thought I was gonna catch one, so I reeled it in. But then you see me reel it really fast, and then I saw the other boil. I was like, oh, he has to be there. Threw it perfectly straight in the boil where I saw that bass, and I hooked it. And it was a decent fish because I caught such little fish that day. They were all, I don't know, a pound maybe. There's 2 at a quarter to a half a pound. There's maybe one a little over a pound, one a little under a pound, and then that one 5-pounder. A 5-pounder, yeah, I wish. The 2-pounder or almost 2-pounder. Still a good bass, but yeah, I was finessing this little Ned rig. I'll throw it. I'll let it sit 5 seconds. I'll give it a couple little pops. And then I'll just let it sit. You see this little thing. I mean, if I was a bass, shoot, I'd be eating that guy in a heartbeat. But this is the weedless version. Like I showed you in a little earlier. And man, one day I'm gonna be sponsored by Bass Pro. That is my goal. But I love as I hit my wall, I love the carbon light. Absolutely love. Again, I haven't thrown a lot else, so I guess I can't really compare. But here is the Ned rig. Same exact lure here. Same hook, just this one's weedless, this one isn't. Same Z-Man, let me just so I don't say it wrong. Yeah, the Ned rig Z-Man little finesse worms, the Ned rig worms. But this was, I'll show right here. Yeah, this is what I was throwing. I caught those couple fish on the Ned rig right there. I mean, the white and gold, man, is absolutely beautiful. And I'm gonna get the all black one. There was a sale for Black Friday and I snagged it. Originally these run I think $229 and I got the all black one, medium heavies. I think it was it 7-1. I got it for $180 plus tax. I think it turned out like $189 or something. I forget, $190. But I mean I saved like $40. It was awesome. So this is my Carbon Light baitcaster, same Ned rig. Just not weedless. But I was working it exactly the same as I said, as I'm scraping everything. And then something else, I guess you can call it lure number 3 we'll talk about. Rod is Bass X, St. Croix, LaCroix, I always call it the drink, St. Croix. It is 7 feet 2 inch, medium heavy power. So I like this rod. Definitely, I love my Carbon Light more, but I actually have the Carbon Light reel on the St. Croix Bass X rod. You got the cork handle, which I love. Not really reviewing poles right now, but all my setups right now, the one I have in the closet that I haven't taken out yet, it's an early Christmas present for myself, but that's the Carbon Light, just the all black. I have the white gold and I have the Bass X rod, and then the Carbon Light reel, Bass Pro Carbon Light reel. But this is another lure that I was smoking on them. This is another lure I was smoking them with towards the beginning of fall when it was still a little warm out. Not like warm hot, but just not as cold as it is now. But this is the Jackhammer Chatterbait. Shout out to Tactical Bassin, because that's where I got this guy. A little more expensive lure for sure. It's $20 just for the Chatterbait. And then I'll show you up close in a second. But then I was using these Spunk Chad, exactly what Tactical Bassin said, the 4.5 Spunk Chad missile baits. And man, you can't go wrong. Let me show you. Now I have a couple of these, not even out of the package yet, the Jackhammer, and they're 1/2 ounce. But man, these are the missile baits. You get so much action. I mean, again, if I was a bass, dude, I'd be slamming these baits. But that is the 4.5 inch colored by Hog Farmer. And then let me show you, since I already have it all rigged up on this pole. Right now, I haven't had a lot of success. Obviously, it's a little faster moving bait, but you can still get those. You can still get those reaction bites. And so again, this is the Jackhammer 1/2 ounce, green pumpkin color with the. Let me see if it. I don't know if it's. I think it's just Spunk Chad color for the trailer. Let me double check the package. Spunk Chad. Oh, it's just Spunk Chad. Oh, it's the Gobby Bite color. I always mess that up. But the Gobby Bite color. Boom. Those are my go-tos. Right here, fall. I mean, you can throw this. Fall, you can probably throw it now. I'm going to try it out. I mean, I have it rigged up, so I'm definitely going to try it. I haven't thrown it recently. I actually did throw it recently, but there's not a lot because of my Ned rig. I was slamming them on the Ned rig. But that is my setup on this pole. Get ready. It's a good one. Let's go! Dude, that's a good fish. Taking it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Pretty fish, look at that. Pounder, baby. He ran with it. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. Good finesse lure, man. The Ned rig right now, I feel like it's underrated. or maybe it's overrated. I don't know. I don't. Leave a comment which lure you think. I didn't talk about a ton of lures, but think about. Leave a comment which one you think is better, which one you throw. You throw something else you find a lot of success in. But I will be throwing those two religiously during this end of fall, early winter. Again, thanks for watching. This is a new type of video I've never done, like a sit down. And I'll do plenty more, especially when I'm out on the water. I'm going to do a lot more personal talking. When I fish, I usually like to be quiet and just kind of focus. But I'm going to start talking a lot more, showing you what I'm throwing on. I mean, I only got 3 rods, so I'm throwing always on the same things. But the Ned rig, the football jig, the Ned rig is a 6 ounce. Okay, so 6 ounce, this one's weedless, the other one, same thing, 6 ounce, just not weedless. And then the football jigs are both 1/2 ounce football jigs, both colors, blue and green. And then you have, I didn't show these chatterbaits, but some good colors depending on weather and water conditions. And then the green pumpkin shad. Okay, so these are the 3 I've been throwing a lot, especially over here at Old Hickory. These are the colors. I've caught some good fish on these 2. That's going to close out today's video. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you enjoy those different settings, seeing, I guess, me talk more. I'm excited seeing my channel grow slowly but surely. All my OGs out there, thanks for the support. Watch us blow up, man. I'm telling you, 100 and last time I checked, 144 subscribers. Only started this YouTube channel a little over a month ago. So we're slowly going to grow, slowly going to get more and more subscribers. If you like my content, share it with a friend. But stay tuned for more big and bass fishing content. And we're out. Peace.